Hello and welcome back to segment 2 of my Unity 2D video game tutorial. And to start off, we'll be going over what wasn't there last time. And before, we had basic movement, but we didn't have jumping. There was also no animations. And there was some problems with collision, like with the floor. When you run, sometimes you would get caught on floor boxes. So we'll be going a little bit over that as well. And so what I have to date is the character movement is partially complete. So we have running, we have jumping, and I hope to get some extra features in there as well, like maybe dashing or just something extra put into it. I edited my levels, I expanded it quite a bit. Like I said before, I cleaned up the collision detection quite a bit. Um, since we have jumping, there's obviously gravity now that you can visibly see. And I have some animations hooked up to my player. And also, as you move through the level, the camera follows. And so, all around, it's just a basic format for gameplay right now. And like I said, the problems with collision is each ground sprite had its own collision box, and the character would get stuck. And so I cleaned it up by using one collision box for one ground sprite. It's actually several collision boxes right now, but that's because I copied and pasted a bunch of ground sprites, and I'm using this similar collision box for several ground sprites. But overall, it's cleaned it up quite a bit so you can move across the floor a lot cleaner. I'll go over that in the next video and show by demonstration. And before, there was jumping issues. I'm not really exactly sure why it wasn't working. I spent a good time trying to figure out if it was a bug in my code, but apparently it wasn't. I just apparently had to just adjust my jumping settings, like setting the units and my gravity. But I'm not sure if it was like a bug in Unity because I thought I did that before and it didn't work, but it's working now. And yeah, I did some level expansion, and basically I copied and pasted all the blocks that you can see, and I just moved more and more blocks to the right and kept adding and expanding, and now I have a pretty big level. There's just nothing to do in it currently. And for animations, I have idle, running, and jumping. As you can see, there's this little event graph, and it's kind of like if-else statements. I'll be going over that in the next video. And I now have it so the camera follows the player. So wherever you go, the camera follows. I think that's pretty neat. That's the end of my video, and I'll go over a lot of that stuff in the next video. Thank you.